I know the letters of the alphabet, but I don't think there's a sign language. Well, I'm not aware of a sign language name for Lee, but I would know that it would be. Is that American sign?
No, it's German sign.
Because we have, I would say for the EE it would be.
Okay.
Yours is with one hand.
Yeah,
It's a bit easier.
Obviously, you are also very good at singing. Have you ever thought about playing in a musical? Combining musical things?
When I first came back to Britain and gave up decided to change my name and come back and be an actor, my agent said it would be easier to get me musicals because of my history with the band. So I did go for some musical auditions, but my heart wasn't into it then. I found, not with every musical, but I found it quite hard to be real and sing musical numbers. They were quite bling and cheesy, and I preferred acting where I could connect and express it, and I found that hard to do with musical theatre songs. So it didn't really go well for me, and my heart wasn't in it. But I think now I'm older and I have more confidence again with my singing, because I did lose my confidence with my singing during the time of the band, so that didn't make it easier. But I think now I feel more confident. I could deliver a musical and get into the role and act it, and I feel more confident with my singing. So yeah, I could do it. Yes. Hey, hello. Nice to see you, it's Jennifer. Nice to see you.
Geht das mit dem Englischen oder? Okay, klar.
If you want translation, I will can help. Willst du übersetzen? Ja? No?
Weil ihr dürft euch ruhig trauen, nur...
Alles ist gut, okay.
Keiner Nein zu sagen.
Yes, please. Hi, yeah, Mike.
Is there any dream role for you?
What?
A dream role?
A dream role?
A dream character you want to play, or?
Well, as an actor, Spider-Man. I've always wanted to wear that outfit and climb walls. It's this big dream to climb walls. It's a strange dream. I think when I was younger, I always wanted to play Hamlet, but I think I would love to do Macbeth. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. It's supposed to be bad luck to say it in a theatre. I'm supposed to say the Scottish play. But yeah, I would like to do that. Yes, please.
A few years ago, you played theater here in Hamburg. Is there a chance to play theater maybe again in Germany?
Yeah, good question, because I always said that wouldn't be happening because there's so much time involved, and I have my business in England, so I didn't think it would be possible. But I had considered it. Paul is now very much involved in the English theatre. He's taking on one of the leadership roles in the creative side. So I have never spoken to him about this, but if this is my audition for you, Paul. No, but if something came up that maybe Paul said would be suitable for me, I did think it could be beneficial because I could then be here for Paul for other creative things with music and being close to him, so we can record more songs and make videos, and then we can do more tours around Hamburg. So on that level, I think then it would be beneficial for me to have somebody run the Arundel jailhouse whilst I'm over here. But yeah, if something comes up, Paul, let me know.
Will do.
Knock my tooth out then. That wouldn't be good. My next song will be... Make sure I keep these teeth. Yes, please.
Did your time in the Hamburg English theater influence you to do the theaters here in Hamburg?
Well, in a way it did, because Because of the English Theatre of Hamburg, I met Paul through the theatre manager, who is still a theatre manager at the time. She introduced me to Paul, and that was in 2005. And we started to work together a little bit here and there. But because he's based in Hamburg, it just was easier for us to record the studio and then use the locations, because there are many, many beautiful locations in Hamburg, as you found out today. Well, some of you found out today. So yeah, that is the reason for like 80% of our videos being in Hamburg. Yes, please.
What was the most important moment for you at the celebration of the Baxter production?
The most, I think the first time I sang Only You, and the reaction, because I was very nervous, and yeah, the reaction was incredible, and that really gave me a wow factor. And I think also being stage with Bastian and Eloy again, and having that feeling from 20 years ago, that we're all together on stage and the fans were there, it was yeah, very special. Anybody thinking of a question, but it's too shy to ask me? I know some of you are not shy. Who?
The guy behind, yeah.
Oh, thank you, yes.
What's your favorite singer?
I love Ed Sheeran. I love his voice, I love his lyrics. One of my favourite songs from him is, God, what's it called? Oh my God, what's it called?
You can sing it, please.
I can't sing it. Sorry, I forgot the name. That's how much I love him. A Fire Love, it's called. A Fire Love, and it's a story about his grandfather who had Alzheimer's, and when he was a child, not understanding why his granddad from one day to the next.
7 years.
Sorry? Oh. He didn't. And was he 7? Oh, you know the song? Oh, he was 7. Okay, thank you. So when he was 7, when he was 7 years of age, he didn't understand why his grandfather didn't seem to recognize him anymore. So the song is about his father explaining to him what's going on, and then it's a beautiful song. And I love Coldplay too. Coldplay, yeah. Especially their latest album is fantastic. I see people thinking about questions like, maybe we can ask him this. What do you think? Should we? I can see people doing that over there. Yes, please.
What would you think when fans from here were also fans in the 90s from calling the act, and what would you say is the difference between your acting with the fans in the 90s and now?
Well, I think from both sides it's different. Back in the 90s, I think you were all a lot younger and a lot more emotions. So you would have been a lot more hysterical, and I think we would have been a lot more just, well, we had bodyguards around us and such, and it kind of, I don't know, I suppose just being older, where I'm just a bit more grounded in myself. But I feel that back in the 90s, I don't feel I treated fans differently from myself. It was just like as if it was an equal relationship, and I don't feel any different today. Thank you for your questions. Yeah. To be honest, I forgot we were doing this today. I was sitting there, and then somebody went, "Come on, you've got the question and answer." Oh. Yes, please. What, something with the lederhosen?
Did you wear it?
Do I wear that outfit on my own with the curtains drawn? Do I wear the outfit? Is that the question? Yes, when nobody's looking. What thing? Oh, there we go, I got still. Oh gosh, now I'm like much higher. So, yeah, when nobody's looking, and I'm feeling very depressed and quite lonely, I wear the outfit, and I put on some music, and I dance in front of the mirror until I start crying. It's very therapeutic. I have it for later.
War hier nicht gerade noch ein Arm irgendwo? Ich habe einen Arm gesehen,
Yes,
ja.
if you have more questions, please.
Quick question from Yuri.
Okay, are you a bit shy?
She wants to know, do you have some stuff from the 90s at home to remind the old times?
You mean from with Caught in the Act, or just generally from the 90s?
Something from the 90s.
Oh, my gold records. So, well, no clothing, because I think that would be a bit scary if I still had outfits from the 90s.
The posters in your room?
Huh?
The posters in your room?
I do, but that's not from the 90s, that's from the 70s. Oh, bloody hell. I have a picture from Blondie that I have hanging up, but that's 20 years too early. In the 90s, I can't think anything off the top of my head. I'll have a think. If I do, I'll let you know. No clothes from the 90s. Or, I mean, people give me clothes now. Like, the Choose Life t-shirt. I think, who gave me this? Somebody gave me this Choose Life t-shirt, man. I wore it for my birthday. It was perfect. It was perfect. And then I found this wig, and it was called boy band wig. And it looked kind of cool, but when you turned it around backwards, it looked perfect. Like George Michael from Wake Me Up Before You Go period. That's what it looked like. Well, you saw it because it was on my profile page for a while. So I can ask you a question while you're waiting to ask me. Those who did the Magic Location Tour, what did you think?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
So what about it did you like? Did it, everything sort of good? But, any feedback? Yes? Yeah? With the roundabout? That was your favourite bit? Who would have thought? Only you. Such a simple idea. And we were lucky with the weather-ish. A bisschen Regen, aber a bisschen Sonnenschein.
Some of the locations were exactly as I had imagined them. Some of them had a totally different atmosphere.
So I don't know if you heard it. This woman in the front said that what she liked about the location tour was that some of the locations were exactly as she imagined in her head, but then other locations were complete shock to her of what they were. Which ones? I just like embellish on it. Which ones in particular?
Das Parkhaus, ne?
Yeah. Yeah, it did look different with in the daytime, with the cars. Yeah.
Also, no wonder nicer.
Oh yes.
Also,
yes, because when we filmed that, the weather was not very good, and for some reason, I don't know what the time of the year, but there were no boats, so it looked more abandoned, and now it was just full. Yeah.
Leute, das, was ihr euch untereinander in WhatsApp-Gruppen schreibt, so, wie schläft der mit was, wie viel was trägt ihr, das könnt ihr ihn jetzt alles fragen. Das ist die Chance. Ihr könnt auch auf Deutsch fragen, ist auch kein Problem, wir übersetzen
Yeah,
das.
you can auch in Deutsch, and then I just sit here with a funny face.
Lee, there was a question.
Oh, all of a sudden, wow. You mentioned German and it all worked. Who was first?
Ines.
Ines, okay.
Special place or your favorite place here in Hamburg?
Sternschanze. Where, you know, with the, where we went for, by the tree, for it is what it is, in that area there. I love that area. It kind of reminds me of Amsterdam, a little bit like Brighton. The same, similar kind of people. Yeah, I think if I lived in Hamburg, I would like to live in Sternschanze. You know Hamburg? Okay. It's very nice. Check it out. Was somebody here also who, yes? Oh, yes. Thank you.
You were running in the front of us today, so.
Is that a question? When I was a baby, very big baby. When I was a baby, I actually something similar to this. So I was in a high chair, you know, for feeding, and apparently, make sure I don't repeat it, I was rocking. La, 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 la. And my brother was a complete nightmare. He was 14 months younger than me. A terror, we say. And my mum was trying to keep him in control, and I was going la 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 la, and knocked myself, and yeah, blood and everything. So, yes, my mum, nasty woman. But yeah, every time I get my hair cut, I still get that like scar. Isn't that incredible? It's like 46 years old, and it's still there. And Diana had a question, I believe? Forgotten.
Na.
Ja, okay. Hat ein Tattoo. Hinten.
Yeah.
Ob das gewollt oder warum das hat machen lassen.
Why did you make a tattoo, and did you regret it, and what kind of meaning does it have?
I had the tattoo, the first one I had was on my shoulder. That one. I think, was it? I can't remember, it's on one of my shoulders. And the reason why I had that was a friend of mine, she writes books, and she went to New Zealand to do a project on a Maori Indian, a tattooist. And in the Maori tradition, the tattoo man is very highly honoured. And she did this article, or this whole book on this man and his work. And I saw the tattoos. And I remember saying to my friends, I wouldn't ever get a tattoo, but if he did it, I would get it done. And then I forgot about it. And then 3 years later, the man came to Amsterdam with my friend for a holiday, and then he was offering to do tattoos for money. I couldn't believe it. You be careful what you wish for. And then he made me the tattoo, and it took 45 minutes, and it was really big, and it hurt a lot, but afterwards I liked it, and then I wasn't sure because it was so big, but then I grew to like it, and I really loved it. And then 2 years later I got the second one Was it 2 years or 1 year? But it was because of my brother. My brother was involved in an accident, a hit and run, we say in England.
Fahrerflucht.
Yeah. And we nearly lost him. So it was a very, very difficult time. But he survived, and to celebrate him surviving, we both decided to get tattoos from the same Maori Indian guy. So he had one on his back, I had one on my back, and that one was just so painful. Oh my God. I didn't think I would be able to walk again afterwards. Yeah, that's it. Yes, please.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, that's a good question. My favourite colour? I would say it's probably indigo, which is kind of like a cross between blue and... It's the colour in the video Rainbow. It's the blue colour in Rainbow. In the Rainbow clip there are 3 colours, fire red, then a purple and a blue, and that blue is my favourite colour. Thank you, Dankeschön. Sehr good English. Yes, please.
Wie sehen deine Solopläne für die Zukunft aus? Können wir uns noch weitere Songs freuen?
Your future plans for your solo career. Can we look forward to new songs, or what are the plans?
Yes, we've got 2 new songs in the bag. One comes out in October. We've made the video clip, and yeah, I love it. And the video, we'll wait to see, but I'm really excited about the video as well. And then we have another song in German that I've sung, recorded, and Paul said it was my best German pronunciation so far. He said, besser than Engel, so no pressure.
It's a Teufel.
Huh?
Is it a Teufel?
It's instrumental, there's no...
And the Teufel is the opposite.
There's no singing in it. It's my best pronunciation.
Teufel would be the opposite of Engel, that's why I asked.
No, I think somebody said we're going to have wind, earth, metal, wood, every element. No, it's called Du bist mein Licht. Du bist mein Licht. And it's a sehr schön Lied that Paul hat geschrieben.
Yes. So, Lieben, die letzten Fragen.
Yes, please.
I know many girls and guys loves the song You Are. So my question is, do you will perform this tonight?
I will. I'm going to be coming in there with you lot, and you're going to help me. Okay? Yes. Maybe 10 years ago I did. When I was in my 30s, I really wanted one, but now I'm 47. That's past. I have 8 godchildren, and that's a lot. And I love to see them, but I also love them to say bye-bye now. Okay, well, thank you so much. It's lovely to see so many familiar faces. Thank you so much for coming today, and I hope you enjoyed tonight. See you later.